got to do the horizontal thing.
It might let you go back.
Okay, perfect. You live yet?
Yep, it's on there.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, back out here again on the highways and heads through the power of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shot. And before we go any further, we're going to face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well, teach in its entirety. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect out there. All the shadow warm to the brothers that's out here on these highways and hedges, pushing this non-stop gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. The true faith and sincerity. It's your brother Kalab, also go by Hope, Grace, and Mercy.
It's your brother Labadino, YouTube known as Target David.
All right, and like I said earlier, we back out here on these highways and hedges. What a wonderful time to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the times that we're living in. Before we get started, we're going to do, like we always do, just grab a couple of articles, the things that's going on all throughout the four corners of the earth, also here in Babylon the Great. Before we get started, I remember at one point in time, it was all kinds of, wonderful things happening, across the waters. But look at it now. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to touch Babylon the Great. Now some of the articles that's going on or things that's happening all throughout the four corners of the earth are mainly happening here in Babylon the Great. You got Trump signing certain order, no food stamps for the people that's on food stamps starting in November.
Government still shut down.
You got ICE agents. You got military walking throughout some of the streets of the United States, Babylon the Great.
But it's a big one now, especially Chicago and other areas. ICE agents starting to get into it with the law enforcement.
Right.
Like the police in these different cities, they starting to clash with the ICE agents.
Babylon the Sun troops over there to Puerto Rico. I saw a video the brother Wild Romeo posted on his page. U.S. troops getting off the boat in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? They got another video surfaced where they found Green Berets over there in Venezuela in some villages. And some of them was on the live, and they had an audio of some of them giving their name and who they are and what they came over there to do. And all of a sudden, Babylon say, no, they heard about it, but that's not them. Okay, like if it was, you was gonna tell the truth. But we living in some beautiful times.
You had the No Kings protest yesterday.
No Kings protest.
There'll probably be more of them.
Oh yeah. Let's grab a couple of articles. I got one that says, new strain of Mpox virus detected in California that is more severe and easily spread. So, the boogeymans are coming out non-stop. Another one says deadly mosquito-borne virus that triggered quarantines and strict restrictions in China now confirmed in Babylon the Great. So, hey, the boogeyman is coming out with all his gadgets, man. But we ain't seen nothing yet. It's gonna get worse and worse. A lot of y'all about some y'all outside for the times we living in. Eve is now gonna get ready to start feeling the heat. You know how they say, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. Well, they can't stand in the kitchen because it ain't gonna be nothing to cook. How much more if they think that not getting food stamps and government assistance is bad, they tell that famine of the word here. That's gonna be, hey man, the water y'all about y'all shop for this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Another post, I got it from the brother Wild Romeo page. It says Israel has began bombing Gaza again. I thought they were saying peace.
Yep.
I thought it was supposed to be some peace going on. got any articles you looking at throughout the week?
No, not in particular.
It says November 2025 SNAP benefits will be unavailable. You know, and I know we got some brothers, you know, that government shutdown is affecting some of the brothers that's in this walk with us, you know. But we know that y'all about some y'all I got them. They're part of that number. They're gonna be good regardless. So we want to keep them brothers uplifted in spirit, man. You know, we know about your situation. Yeah, we in this fight together. But you know, we got to go through this hell, man. We're going from glory to glory.
Yeah, mom's telling me that government shutdown continue. Other things gonna be affected, like the budgeting that goes to the schools and to the daycare. You know, no wait to these women with these children ain't got no daycare. They can't afford it.
Because if they have to pay that on their own, they'll just be going to work just to be paying daycare.
Yep.
This is Trump deploys secretive Night Stalker regiment as Venezuela mobilizes millions of troops, raising fear of all-out war. Hey man, you can run but you can't hide. You can run but you can't hide. Another one says, this from the End-Time Headlines, it says, masked intruders threat Virginia family and frightening doorbell camera footage. Like the herd.
Fucking weirdos, bro. I saw that.
Man, why you ain't just open up the door and let them have it? You know?
Man, they got the mask beat off of them.
Right. Trump right-hand man reveals UFOs are flying over U.S. nuclear bases. Speaking of flying over bases, another one says mystery spy balloons are back again and appearing over several states, sparking fears of covert invasion. Hey man, you can run but you can't hide. Man, you can just feel it in the air.
Yeah.
Just feel it in the air, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, we definitely in some different times. It's all good.
I'm remember.
No, you doing, sir? What happened to you? Got you a dent.
Okay, where at? Where at?
Over by, what's that there? Dollar store there.
Oh, down at General.
Yeah.
Over there on like Locust. McKinney. Oh, I go over there on Monday. Yeah. I still go over there. I was on vacation out of town last week, so I missed last week. I'm gonna be there tomorrow though. Yeah, you know, we be out here usually the Saturday or Sunday. You been all right?
You gotta go where God sent you.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, I've been doing good, man. You are running up. How you doing, man?
How you doing, sir?
You know me.
Nice to meet you. No, you all good. You all good.
You know, so yeah, man. I was wondering what happened to you. I hadn't seen you.
Yeah, the past few weeks too, when I do go out there to Dollar General, it's been my time has been very different lately. It has been a consistent time.
Right.
I'm gonna be out there tomorrow though.
Oh, okay.
Back at it.
I might see you there out there tomorrow. Then.
I say by 4 o'clock I should be out there.
Okay.
3:34.
All right.
I say 4 to be safe.
All right. If I'm over that way, I'll stop.
That's the bet.
Yeah.
That's the bet.
Yeah.
All right. I said that because I saw that suit.
I'll tell you from Deacon Doodoo shit.
Yeah, man.
Preacher Foley. No.
That's all people, man. That's and we've been saying, hey, people see us. You know, bro recognized me from the city where I live at. Me and a brother meet halfway in another city to teach. Hey, but people watching, they see. Damn.
Got an artist.
Okay. And the brother that sent me a video, it could be some Project Bluebeam probably taking place toward the end of this year. Because you know you still got the talks of 3-Eye Atlas, that the new Swan one, and other stuff that's taking place in the heavens. So Esau he want to control the narrative. So you could expect some Project Bluebeam soon.
Yeah, I definitely think that Project Bluebeam. Look at that video, how in the video it was January. The dude was saying that they're gonna stage a fake alien invasion. You know what I'm saying? That was way in January. You know, but here we go. We'll see. You know, sounding like some Project Bluebeam at its finest, man.
Oh yeah, and ICE out there, they targeting so-called black people now.
Oh yeah.
You know, chasing them through the stores, throwing them to the ground,
19-year-old
knee in their back. But that's all he been saying. Hey, it's a war against the 12 tribes. Told you, we've been saying it was coming all year. Damn, all year. This year about over.
I know. Shit.
That shit wild.
Wow. You know what? I remember January 2025, right before the so-called New Year. I think you and the other brother Yasharala, y'all came over to the house. And here we is almost at the end of this year already.
Yep. Yeah, crazy. Hey, shalom to daughter Yahweh. Shalom to the brother Kyle Ratazah. Shalom to everybody else tuning in. So we're gonna get started with the lesson. And so we titled it, That You May Be Found of Him in Peace. Again, that you may be found of Him in peace. And that's what we're seeking, you know, turning back to the Lord. That is return, he meets us in peace. So yeah, we're gonna start with the first precept.
Our first precept is coming from the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 14, and it reads, Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blemish. And blameless.
You see that you may be found of the Lord in peace. Now, for it to say that we may be found of the Lord in peace, you gotta ask, how is the Lord coming? Matter of fact, let's start at I think 2:34. Let's go there. So you gotta ask how the Lord is coming. And if the goal is to be found of the Lord in peace. Now let's see how he coming. You know, to see why that matters, why that's so important. Pretty much this whole ministry, returning back to the Lord, is to be on his good side.
Right.
Because contrary to what you learn in the Christian church, this is the same God and his son that flooded the earth, destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, devastated ancient Egypt, going to exterminate Esau. So you got to ask, you know, how is the Lord coming if we want to be found of him in peace?
I forgot that. All right, this is the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. And it reads, Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Oh, see that?
Yeah.
The Lord said, hey, don't get it twisted. Don't think I'm coming to send peace on the earth. So how is the Lord coming if he's not coming to bring peace? Yeah, you usually do. I'm going to go check it real quick. On my phone. Oh. Is my hand waving up? Flip the camera? Yeah, it's on there. Yeah, the audio keeping up and all that too.
There we go.
So
Salaki for that.
Yeah, camera straight now. So when we started with like 2 Peter 3:14, pretty much the point of that, it said be diligent that we may be found in him in peace. It goes on to say without spot, without blemish. Pretty much that means to be forgiven. But brother gonna get Matthew 10:34 again to show you how the Lord coming.
All right, this is the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34, and it reads, think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
You wasn't taught that in the church. The Lord not coming to bring peace.
Don't sound like no candy or nothing on here.
Nope.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Dang, the Lord repeated himself a second time to make sure you got the point, because even at number 2 can go into understanding. He said, I came not to bring peace, but a sword. And a sword represents judgment. But we gotta understand, judgment is gonna be executed through war. Now, let's jump to Luke 49 right quick. And we're gonna show in a minute, judgment is gonna be executed through war. And that's what we see taking place right now on the earth. Not only abroad, but even within America. Hey, even within individual households. You got families unaliving each other. Friends fighting like enemies. Over nothing. There's still food in the stores. You can still play a video game. You can still get a paycheck.
You still think that you in a good position. Everything gonna be all right. The Cowboys playing today.
Oh yeah, you know.
You know.
Still, so wait till none of this stuff is going on. Let's see how people really gonna be. And that sword not only does it represents judgment and war, when you continue to read, it represents division. Matter of fact, why the brother get the Luke.
So Luke 12 and
49. I'm gonna show this real quick. The sword represents division. We see that playing out in the earth. I don't come in the NLT. I've come to set a man against his father, daughter against her mother, daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. Your enemies will be right in your own household. So we see the division taking place with the different political parties, within the household, division on all levels, man versus woman, gender roles. But it's only peace amongst the true worshipers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
This is the book of Luke chapter 12 and verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
The Lord said, I come to send fire on the earth. He said, I came not to bring peace but a sword. Next time I'm coming to send fire on the earth. So how is the Lord coming? So that's why it's important, I think, when we open up with 2 Peter 3:14, that we may be found of him in peace. And that's why we give diligence. Now, even the Christian use that word diligent or diligence with no understanding of what the word means. Right. So like we usually do, we're going to go in depth into that word after we get how the Lord is coming.
And when Yahweh Shah pull up on the scene, it's going to already be all hell breaking loose.
That's why I said, what I do, I feel already kindled. Let's say the earth is already effed up. It's going to be more effed up at its return. Yeah. So why would he come fix it up if it's already effed up?
Right.
That's why he said I came to bring fire. What would I do if it's already on fire?
Yes.
Why would the Lord come? The Lord going to bring the same energy to the earth that's already in the earth. You know, why would you? I'm trying to think of an example.
The Lord said that he came to bring fire to the earth. What would he do if it already be kindled? You know what I'm saying? Like the song say, I touch down and cause hell. Well, it's gonna already be hell going on here.
Yeah.
You know, why would the Lord bring peace when the word said that he ain't come to bring peace?
Yeah.
You know, it's already gonna be Jacob's trouble, martial law troops all over the place. You know,
fake ass alien invasions.
Fake alien invasions. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey man, this place gonna be turned upside down, man. Picture everybody got to get up and go to work Monday morning, but just trade them going to work Monday morning with chaos. Everybody gonna wake up one morning, man. It's gonna be straight chaos, man. Everybody gonna have to go through this. Everybody. And we ain't looking for y'all about Shimmy Yahweh to bring peace on the earth. There's hell going on right now. Getting up and going to work every day is hell. You know what I'm saying? For majority of us. But we don't want y'all about Shimmy Yahweh to bring peace on earth. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of things that's been going on, you know what I'm saying, in all throughout the four corners of the earth. And we want some revenge. Yeah. You know, we want y'all about Shimmy Yahweh to get our revenge, man. No. That's like people thinking that everybody gonna be in the kingdom of heaven on the same level. No, you mean to tell me I gotta share my kingdom with these damn devils after I had to live through hell in they kingdom? No, man. We want y'all to try to bring the hell, we want him to bring not peace. We don't want him to bring no damn peace down here. For what? How is peace gonna fix this place, man? You know, sometimes you just gotta let the fire burn out.
Let's jump to the Revelation. Let's hit 19 and 11 real quick.
Revelation 19 and 11?
Yeah. And so we got the Lord say he's not coming to bring peace, coming to bring the sword. That sword represents division first. We see that taking place. The sword represents war. We see that taking place. Ultimately, the judgment. You know, going into the nuclear destruction. That's what's coming next. And we said the sword represents judgment. A judgment is going to be executed in the earth through war. And we're going to show that real quick. Oh, yeah.
Got little videos popping.
Man, I'm sick of Esau with his commercials, his ads. Right. I'm going to give that nigga some ads in the kingdom. Every time he want to watch something, it's going to be a reminder why you shouldn't eat pork. It's going to be a reminder that you can't be a pedophile in the moat.
It's going to be for me, it's going to be a reminder your life is going to be a living hell for 1,000 years. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Who's faithful and true? That's the word made flesh. The only begotten Son of the Most High. Who the world calls Jesus. Ancient Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. It said in righteousness he judged and make war. So judgment's gonna be executed through war.
Yes.
And that's why 2 Peter 3 and 14, it said, be diligent that you may be finding him in peace. Because the Lord either going to meet you in peace or he's going to meet you with the sword. Again, represents judgment, war. It ain't no in between.
I was just going to say, ain't no in between.
No, it's one or the other.
He going to either be happy with you or pissed off with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when he come back pissed off, it ain't gonna be no time for him to sit you aside and tell you what you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna bring that judgment upon you.
Oh yeah, because the Lord not coming back to talk. The Lord is speaking right now. Through his servants, the prophets.
Yep.
And then so let's get 17. Now we're gonna go more in depth on, you know, how the Lord is going to bring war to the nations, bring judgment.
All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, starting at verse 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power Yahweh.
So yeah, it's saying, you know, to the fowls of heaven, come and gather yourselves to the supper of the Most High. Now these files that you read about, not literal birds, it's going into the nuclear missiles. We're going to show that real quick. Jump real quick to that Isaiah 34. Let's get 2.5. We're going to show the files of heaven and in the great supper that's being talked about here. That's really going into the nuclear missiles with that nuclear fire is going to devour the flesh of the people. That's the supper.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, starting at verse 2. Isaiah 34, starting at verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations,
And including 2/3 of Israel.
and his fury upon all their armies.
See, this is, judgments will be executed through war. But why the Lord mentioning the armies? Because the Lord is bringing war to the earth.
He hath utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter.
So the Lord didn't meet them in peace.
Verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcass, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Mountains represents governments and kingdoms. And the Lord literally gonna melt them.
Verse 4. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Yeah, the heaven, this current rulership, this current system of government, you know, those in control, you know, Esau, Edom, the white man, gonna be dissolved by that fervent heat.
Yep.
Say the elements gonna melt with fervent heat. And the heavens rolled us together as a scroll. That's the mushroom cloud.
Even Yahweh controlling the nuclear missile. Yeah, he gonna put the spirit on the kings to release them. But even Yahweh controls those nuclear warheads as well.
Yeah.
Like the meteor that was about to hit Mexico,
Yeah.
and then it was diverted. No, Yahweh said, no, man, I'm gonna be the one to bring the chaos to this place.
And then how perfect, you know, we had put this lesson together some days ago. We wake up this morning, we see Israel attacking Gaza again. So, you know, just before this morning, people thinking peace about to be happening in the earth. And hours before we bring out the lesson, the war started back up. So no, the counsel of the Lord don't stand. And this is the point in verse 5. Because remember, Revelation 19 to 17, or 18, one of them verses, it spoke about the fowls of the heaven come to the supper of the Lord. That's a metaphor for the nuclear missiles.
Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
What's heaven? Outer space. What's that sword? The Lord said, I came not to bring peace but a sword. Well, the nuclear missiles.
The sword. That's part of the sword. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
See, that is going to come down. It's going to be bathed in heaven, you know, meaning what people call outer space. It's going to come down. And who is Idumea? Edom, so-called white man. And look who's in power. So this is the time.
Sir. And upon the people of my curse to judge me.
See, that's why the Lord said I came not to bring peace but a sword. And that sword represents judgment, which is going to be executed through war. And these are the nuclear missiles. But see, that sword that's going to be bathed in heaven, it's going to come from outer space and fall down to the earth. That's the nuclear missiles. And that would be the fowls of the heaven coming to the supper of the Lord. And how ironic, the people are literally fattened up here in America. Fattened up for the supper. Fattened up for the slaughter. And not only physically, but their pride.
Getting beautiful.
And that's it that's it, 17 again. Go through it.
All right, this is the book of Revelations, chapter 19, starting at verse 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power Yahweh.
See that? The missile's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be like birds in the sky.
And redirected all to where Yahweh Shai want them to go.
Yeah, I mean, this is the supper, because the Lord said, he got a great sacrifice in the land of Bosra. That lines up with Edom, Idumea. This is that great sacrifice.
Verse 18, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
Oh, see that? It said that you may eat the flesh of kings and really all people, great and small. Now that word eat, again, even the fowls of heaven, that's a metaphor for the missiles.
Right.
And I put up this word eat. It says eat. It says to eat a thing. The next definition, it says a metaphor to devour or consume. You jump to Zechariah 14. So when it says eat, that don't literally mean something gonna be chewing on the flesh of the people. No, it's a metaphor to devour, to consume. So that means when it says to eat the flesh, that means it's gonna burn away at your flesh. Because again, eat could be a metaphor for to devour or to consume something to burn away.
Why would the Lord need all the birds to fly up to the heaven,
Then come down.
to eat all the people on earth?
That's a great point. The bird's already here.
Right. They gotta go up to get a bigger appetite just to come down.
See that? Yeah.
Eat every.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this again while the brother get that.
14 and 12.
But again, when it says that you may eat the flesh of kings and captains and mighty men, well, again, that word eat, when you look into the Greek, it could be a metaphor to devour or consume. To be consumed, that's something being wasted away, burned away.
We know that those nuclear missiles don't consume all throughout Babylon the Great. Other places all throughout the four corners of the earth, but mainly here in Babylon the Great. How can a bird consume
All these
people?
Yeah.
A bird can't even eat a person.
Right.
Can't even eat a person's whole flesh.
Right, you know how long that would take? The bird has to eat, get full, get back hungry again, eat, no. The Lord said in Revelation 18 that, hey, her judgment gonna come in an hour. Hey, birds can't eat all these people in an hour. But them nuclear missiles can, though.
Nuclear missiles can.
And yeah.
And they can burn fast and slow.
Oh yeah, at the same time.
Same time. Zechariah. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
And not that fake ass Jerusalem
Right,
over there
right.
in the east. But the people that originally belonged into that land who just so happened to be here in America.
It's a people before it's a place.
Yep, and we see that the whole, I speak for America, we see that America is fighting against Jerusalem right now. So this is the place where this plague is mainly gonna happen. America's gonna be the place for most of the destruction. For fighting against Jerusalem. How they fight against Jerusalem? ICE agents, National Guard.
Okay. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Oh, hold on. Let's you see that? It says the flesh gonna consume away while they stand on their feet. In Revelation 19 and 18, it says that you may eat the flesh of kings. Then you know, because I talk about literal birds. Because it said here, their flesh gonna consume away while they stand on their feet. So what can make your flesh consume away before your body can drop and hit the ground?
Right. What bird can consume your flesh before your body hit the ground?
Yeah,
You know?
that's a nuclear destruction. That's some fowls that fly in the midst of heaven. That's some nuclear missiles. And they may look like birds at first,
Yeah.
but you know why they coming down.
Why they
But as
far
it
away.
but as it get closer and closer,
You gonna know that ain't no bird.
that happened with Dream too. At the end, it shows speaking not lie. So when they get close enough,
You
truth
know-
gonna be
you know
declared.
it's judged.
Yep. And then you're gonna know it's from the Lord.
In the middle part. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouths. Like the brother was going into, what can ask yourself a question. What can possibly cause your body to be consumed before it hit the ground? What can cause your eyeballs to burn up inside of they sockets and your mouth burn up inside your mouth before your body hit the ground?
Yeah, you burn it from the inside and outside all at the same time.
Before your body can hit the ground,
Yeah.
it's gone. Like, come on, man. What kind of bird is that?
Yeah, and we got a memorial. What happened out there in Nagasaki and Hiroshima? That's the closest thing that you did.
That you
Perfect
can-
example.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
That's the closest thing that you can compare it to, although it won't be nothing like that. It's
Way
gonna
more
be
devastating.
way more devastating.
Way more devastating.
It's gonna be talked about through history, man.
Oh yeah. So let's hit that.
Revelation.
That's 19 and 18 again.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, starting at verse 18. That ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
Hey, this is everybody that the Lord's gonna wage war again. Now we know what's gonna eat away at their flesh, that nuclear fire, that radiation, you know, but now we know what it is.
Now we know what that looked like. All right, verse 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army.
So this again, even here, this is not a literal horse, but him that sat on the white horse with his army, the Lord not coming back alone. But then having, you see that? It says the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against the Lord at his return. So even these elites, these top military generals, you know, the Edomites that run the world, they know how the Lord is coming and they're preparing.
All right, verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshiped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. How you doing,
Hey, all right, how you doing, bro? All right, and that's, man, we just going in the Bible prophecy because this ain't got nothing to do with the church. Church ain't need nothing but teach our people lies.
With everything you see going on in the earth, wars, rumors of wars, government shut down, some people ain't gonna be getting food stamps. You got martial law troops all throughout states, locking people up, ICE agents. The church ain't teaching nothing about this.
They got no answer.
Got no answer. They just sending the political state around saying what you
Americans, Native Americans, and Latin American people, generally speaking, you know, this is what the world calls us today. This is who we line with it about. So them Jews, they claim them the fake Jews. That's why they have war right now.
That's why that's
Because they neighborhood right now.
not the real Jews.
Not the real Jews, but
Fake
the
is
fake Jews.
yeah. That's why you see when those
Now you know what I'm
famous
talking about, the fake ones.
Yeah. That's why, like, when Kanye West, like Kyrie Irving, when they speak about us being the real Jews, they always pick blackball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to know that.
You know what I'm saying? So we talk. We got a lot more to go with this. So it's actually those people. So when people say the end of the world, they take that way out of context. We at the end.
Look at the end of the year 2000, they're going to really say that the world going to blow up, but they were seeing the whole way of living. And
That's
all that
what
shit
it is. So the end of the world is for the end of the empire. And it's obvious the empire is because who thinks on the money? Who pass order the law? It's the white man. So this is big Israel.
You know, we at the street, some street my way. See how the white folks trying to manipulate still what we have to get money out there. You know, we share with we on the block, but if we get caught,
You go to jail.
but they got stores and shit, but they can't they can store those to
Frame us.
straight up, man.
And that's all about the prophecy. Revelation 19 and 10 say the accuser of our brethren is going to be cast down. You know, accuser, you know, somebody want to slander you, lie
Always,
against you.
y'all, they did this. Those black. They always doing that.
Because guess what?
We
Okay.
can't sell weed no more. We can't even sell our women no more. They ain't selling that in buildings, they call it strip bar.
Oh, right, right.
And they doing stuff like that, man.
Yeah,
And
they make everything that they need.
Yeah.
Want to do legal.
legal.
They put an X on you for doing it.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, he the real criminal.
He the real criminal. He the true nigga in the earth.
The world is dead, man. They died when it did end at a certain point because now you can go in the store and buy a blunt.
Yeah.
You see what
Go
I'm
buy
saying?
weed, gummies.
Gummies.
Yeah.
But
This ain't shit. You ever been to Vegas?
no.
Oh. It's 100. If you got 100 stores on this side and 100 stores on this side, 80 of them selling marijuana out of it. You know, like we definitely living in the last. But this is the end of their living. White man, this is heavy.
What happens here in City High System and all that is probation. That's a violation.
Well, it's going to get a lot worse than that. You know, seeing how those agents and they got the military in some states, they able to lock them in the way. You ain't seen this video of the last week? They check grocery stores and stuff. So this is like a citizen graduating from school. You know, but you can lock them up over some weed or something. They can lock your ass up over nothing. They ain't gonna have no reason. They're gonna bust
Look
your
at my
head.
son locked up right now, one 18, one and 17.
Hey, the Lord said, my people are in prison houses. So that's like prophecy that we will be incarcerated unfairly.
I know that that's a good thing for you. You know your mind.
Rehabilitate you.
Coming out of I just got out. I've been locked up for 12 months. That's a whole year.
Yeah.
That's a whole year. I ain't get to see the year this year.
25.
I'm at the end of that year right now.
Yeah.
Another 2 months. But like I said, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Boy, I talk all day about that.
That's why you gotta come to your power, but then come back to your true power, because this is get so bad out here. It's amazing. No electricity, no running water, no TV,
No access to the grocery stores.
Everybody back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just think about how that's gonna be.
You know about the mark of the beast?
Why is that about the piece right here?
RFID microchip, they're gonna microchip everybody. A microchip will be a digital LED, will be the water.
You know what I mean? Think about
Well, hey, so,
Woke up and had it on the head.
bro, was you remember when the lady said that? It might have been a couple years back.
That older black lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember her.
Then after that situation happened, like I started getting followed by certain cars and it's part of my record deal. It was part of my contract that I signed. I was so hurry up and sign my contract so fast that I didn't read the in-between of it. That they could follow me anywhere. They could go anywhere I'm at, and then every time I go to the hospital, they get 3,500 for each day I'm in the hospital. It's crazy. That's the way. That's how they did. Like Yellow Beezy, when he got shot, he had to go to Louisville Hospital. You know, you could be famous and have talent, but they give y'all the money and stuff for it, but they want some of their money back.
Temporary.
Temporary. And that's the only way they can get their money back. Some of their officers to wound them when they go to the hospital. They call it insurance. About rights.
They're so powerful. They have to forward the crook.
Oh, yeah.
They run just about everything. The media, every morning. You think about it. Every morning, all of the radio stations throughout the United States are the same script. Atlantic Transport, veteran events, they all read the same script. And it's 11 major news stations. They all in at least 10 of them.
Somebody happened over there to get ready for work.
Oh yeah. I remember about 2 months ago.
I'm trying to see what happened.
I think the guy was holding the chick hostage. I think they found the body. Black guy. Yeah, but we doing a little live listen. We trying to get back to it. Feel free to look.
You got a phone, bro? You give it a
Stay on.
YouTube channel.
Oh, I didn't know I was live. Shit. Okay, I would spend my name.
Oh no.
Every
You
time I
alright.
see y'all guys right here, man.
Yeah. Whenever you see us,
I'm
man,
glad
just
y'all
pull up
told
on
me
us.
because I did a lot of studying while I was in jail, man, and once I got out, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to the fact that I'm trying to live up to what the Bible was telling me to do and stuff like that. And again, I was reading 2 different Bibles. I was in Quran,
The unholy Quran.
yeah, Quran. Right, and it kind of messed me up.
Yeah, make you bug out.
Bug out.
Even the
Had me
Quran
kinda
speaks
scared.
about the children in Israel.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever you see us out here, man, stop out so you can get our YouTube channel
See,
started.
man, got
Yeah.
we usually hear, bro, usually Saturday, regular Saturday and Sunday, it's always going to be around the same time, like between 2 and 3. But the way that this room going to end is going to be by fire. This church got that right, but it's not a place on the ground called hell. It's going to be hell on earth. The lake of fire is going to be America, Russia, China, North Korea, and Europe. They all going to shoot their missiles over here because they all going to come to the conclusion that America is the source to all of the conflict in the world, so let's destroy America. And then that's the point that we're going to need salvation. And that's when the Lord will come get his people out of America so we don't be in the lake of fire. And then, even deeper, other people be saved out of here. In the Bible, they call it the chariots of fire or the chariots of the Lord. You familiar with that? With the
The
world.
old Negro spirit is swing low, swing chariot, coming for the carry middle.
That would be what the world calls UFOs. So
Oh,
you're going to hear a lot of
no horns
No.
throughout the sky on a chariot.
the Lord not coming back soon.
You remember how throughout our life they showed they made a movie about the UFOs. better get away. Hell, we can't even get in a helicopter and get away from it. No missiles getting fire being shot
They hypersonic.
everywhere. We can't move fast enough. So everybody at the lower team for me. Ain't nobody gonna be left behind that should have been on no charity. Everybody who didn't come back to their true power when they had opportunity, they gonna fall where they stand. Exactly where they stand. So guess what?
Yeah, then that way we can take you to chances.
Don't say it too loud. Don't believe that. Don't take our word without your God and see it. Oh yeah, we're reading about. I'm just reading it off. So I mentioned it. I need to see it. You'll see it, man.
You are who you answer to.
Yep.
Change man.
Yep. Hey, beautiful.
Like when I see him, what's up, Change Man? All right, good to meet you, bro.
All right, bro.
I said when he was crossing the street, he was looking hard.
Yeah.
He was gonna come by. Hey, everything happened for a reason. He's in Revelation.
Oh,
19.
that's what it was. Can you get Revelation 19? I think it was 20 again.
Yeah, that's what we were.
Hey, Shalom. Yeah. Look, Karatha said, Judge, doing them sirens.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, to my brother Nathan, Shadow Thy Wing.
Y'all about to see me outside Rockethouse.
Y'all about to see Shabarakatha.
Right, we was at 20.
Okay.
Starting back up, Book of Revelation, chapter 19, and starting at verse 20.
Hey, real quick, leading up to verse 20, we got Revelation 19 and 17. We spoke about the fowls of the heaven to come to the supper of the Lord. We broke it down how that's a metaphor for the nuclear missiles. 18, we spoke about how the fowls of the heaven, which are the nuclear missiles, were devoured. It would eat the flesh of the kings and people small and great. We broke that down, how that's a metaphor for the nuclear missiles, how they're gonna burn up the people. Now Revelation 20 is gonna tie it all together.
Book of Revelation, chapter 19, and starting at verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image, that both were cast alive unto a lake of fire burning with brimstone.
Okay, so that tied it all together. It lets you know that the fowls of the heaven come into the supper to eat the flesh of all people, small and great. Now, Revelation 19 and 20, it done said the lake of fire. So the lake of fire is going to be created in the earth by the fowls of the heaven, which are the nuclear missiles. So that lets you know that it's all a metaphor for the nuclear missiles and the destruction. Nothing to do with no birds. And the brother made a bunch of beautiful points on that.
Verse 21. Let me get that again. Verse 21. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh.
So yeah, the fowls, which are the nuclear missiles, they got their portion for them. That they got a certain number of people that they gonna destroy and annihilate and burn up. But it says the remnant were slain with the sword. So not everybody is gonna be killed as a result of the nuclear destruction. There's gonna be a remnant that's gonna be slain by the sword of the Lord. And what it say? That the sword proceedeth out of his mouth. Now Christians do a horrible job at explaining this, they got the Lord with a sword coming out of his mouth like he's Snaggletooth. And then now we gonna get into that. The sword that proceeds from his mouth, that's gonna slay the remnant that's not killed by the nuclear destruction. We gonna get into that now. The sword that proceeds out of his mouth.
Sick and injuries.
And this is all going back, to the opening scripture. I think it was 2 Peter 3:14. Be diligent that we may be found in him in peace. And we're going in depth in how the Lord is coming. The Lord is coming every way but peaceful. Destructive, chaotic. And the brother said his name was Chaos.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
rap name Chaos. That's how the Lord coming. It's going to be chaos to the
his
people.
name's
Chaotic.
Yep. Chaotic.
Yeah, see, the Lord is going to be chaotic to the people.
Yep. All right. And like we had also brought up to the brother that walked up. He's still in our captivities. You know what I'm saying? We singing those Negro spirituals using the word. You know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, we are praying and singing and that the Lord send those chariots to take us home.
And it's crazy. You might see the brothers YouTube handle sometime. I think it's goes something like the ancients knew, why don't we? But our ancestors, they already knew the way out of here.
Yeah.
That's why they was swinging low sweet chariot. Then look at it, 400, 500, 600 years later. That's what we counting on to get up out of here.
Yep. And that's also that's also one of the talks of the news, that all of a sudden Babylon the Great is declaring that the chariots really do exist. After all these years of them making it seem like UFOs had green slimy men walking.
Green slimy nigga. Yeah.
Right? This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 3. Start at verse 3.
Now we're going to get into the sword that proceeded out of his mouth to slay the remnant. Again, that's, if you read it in ancient Hebrew, it will probably make more sense than us reading it in English. But it don't mean a sword is hanging off the Lord's lips. The sword proceeded from his mouth. Proceed is the after effect. It's the after effect. So the sword is going to proceed from the mouth of the Lord. Meaning the mouth of the Lord, that's the cause. The effect is going to be the sword. So we're going to explain that away.
Right, this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, starting at verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
See that? The Lord waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Because remember, Revelation 19 and 19. I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. So the Lord coming back with an army. And the armies of the earth, the kings of the earth, gonna try to make war with him. That's why they got a space force. That's why they got Elon Musk, a space shuttle called the Dragon. That's what you read about when they say the dragon and its angels. That's Esau the white man and his technocrats.
And spoiler alert, it's gonna end bad for them.
Hey, Ezra saw the vision. We're gonna get in how it's gonna end for him.
Yeah. All right, 2nd Esdras chapter 13, start back up at verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth falleth when it filleth the fire.
See that? That's the sword proceeding out of his mouth. That's going to slay the remnant. That's why it says, whensoever the voice went out, the Lord going to speak a word. Word's going to come from his mouth. But whensoever he do speak, everybody that hear it going to be burnt. So meaning what? The Lord is going to give the order to start zapping folks, and then folks going to get zapped. And why I say whoever hear it, because the elects, they're not going to even be on the earth at this time. That's Isaiah, I think, 26-20. So whoever left in the earth, wore the words. When it started doing that humming, like it was charging up, that was showing this. And then folks start getting zapped. And what it say? Like as earth fell up when it fell off the fire, War of the Worlds was showing this. So whoever heard the voice of the Lord after the nuclear destruction, they're gonna get zapped. That's the remnant.
You're out of there.
Yeah, you out of there.
Right? Verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heavens to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
See that? Men that you can't number from the four corners of the earth. I think Reagan spoke about that. You know, what if Earth was faced with some outside threat, that all the humanity would have to come together? They show that in them alien movies. They gonna gather together to fight against.
We had one common enemy.
That's what they said. Who's that one common enemy? So-called black man, the son of God himself. So they know what's coming. Yeah. Now, the brother says, spoiler alert. We gonna get into some spoilers. We gonna see how it's gonna turn out. Pretty much what the Lord gonna do to it, it's not even worth putting in the movie. It'd be the shortest movie ever.
Right. As soon as you get your popcorn, it's time to go home.
Oh yeah.
All right, Second Esdras still in the still in Second Esdras 13. We're jumping over to verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight.
Yeah, the Lord gonna harden their heart. As scared as they gonna be, they scared now.
Right.
That's why you think they watch the heavens? Why you think they're watching the outer space?
Why NASA got a camera in outer space?
Right, that's like a nigga watching the camera. The nigga steady looking at the camera because he's scared.
Right. The Lord gonna put a spirit on them to fight anyway.
Yep.
You know, even though they gonna lose, they know they can't defeat the Lord. The Lord gonna make them fight me. Well, come on now, you gonna fight me. You gonna lose.
It's funny when you watch them congressional hearings when they giving the different accounts. Hey, they scratching their head.
They are.
They done came too far to. Well, I'm not gonna. It's not for them to turn back. But if it was me at this point, I'd turn back. I'm like, nah, you know what? I don't want to be part of this.
I start telling all the truth.
Oh yeah,
You know?
They scratching their heads. They baffled, but they still trying to figure out how they gonna subdue the Lord, how they gonna defeat him. They stressed out.
Verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
And that proves that even some of you, I don't know what kind of Christian to call some of y'all people, that they give like the angels of the Lord or the Son of God, they put a sword in his hand, and even that's going off. Because what it say, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held any sword, nor instrument of war. No, this is gonna be an aerial attack. The Lord not gonna hop off the Father's ship and come fight you people hand to hand. You ain't worth the effort.
Right, like they say, handle my life.
Oh yeah. Letting you know, we gonna get back to the point when it says out of his mouth proceeded the sword. So we gonna get into that now.
Verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
That don't mean the Lord is gonna be breathing fire and shooting blasts of fire out of his lips.
Right.
No, going back up to verse 4, when it says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. So the Lord's gonna give a command in the order to start zapping folks and destroying shit, then folks gonna start getting zapped. As if it had been a blast of fire, flame and breath. Pretty much, when the Lord said, I came not to bring peace but a sword, I come to send fire on the earth, hey, the Lord gonna have nothing good to say. Every time the Lord opens his mouth, it's gonna be another commandment to zap somebody else. That's what that is showing. He's not gonna speak a good thing to anybody or anything in the earth. Every time he open up his mouth, it's another commandment to zap something else. Because by this time the elect already gonna be in that chariot.
Verse 11.
Yes, right.
All right, verse 11, still in the second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flame and breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived.
Hold on real quick. So it said that innumerable multitude, the men that you can't number from the four corners of the earth. It says upon a sudden, nothing was to be perceived. So yet millions of jet fighters, millions of tanks, millions of boots on the ground, millions of satellite weapons in space. As I said, all of a sudden, nothing was left. So you can't even really put this into a movie because it'll be over too quick.
But only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
So the millions and millions that's gonna gather together to fight the Lord, Ezra said all of a sudden it was nothing but dust and the smell of smoke.
Your whole military, not just Babylon's military, but all the world's military that came together.
Nothing but dust. That's what you saw in War of the Worlds. It wasn't a zipper that flew from it. It wasn't a tag, a wallet,
a Dorito bag.
Yeah, it wasn't a wallet, a phone. No, nothing but dust. Now that's gonna be the case. You saw a military. It's not gonna be an airplane wing. You know, when airplanes fall, they got the black box that record everything. Ain't nothing's gonna survive that fire from the chariots.
Ain't gonna be no black box.
And we've been using the term zapping folks. For those who ain't caught on yet, which you will call laser beams that shot from UFOs, they get that from the scriptures. There ain't nothing but concentrated nuclear fire, the perfect weapon. Yeah, hey, one day might lead to a shootout too.
Right. All right, next precept is coming from the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
So hey, saw heaven open, that's out of space. Pretty much, hey, pretty soon the Lord gonna crack them skies and show himself. And again, as we've been saying, he's gonna execute judgment through war. If we didn't went into depth, you know, how the Lord is bringing war. Yeah, the little judgments that's taking place now, but that's gonna morph into the nuclear destruction. And then the remnant that don't die in that, the Lord gonna slay them with the sword that proceeds from his mouth, being the laser beams. let's hit the first piece up real quick. Or something. What about I think? No, let's hit that problem. And see, this also gonna happen. This is gonna be the fate also with 2/3 of our people. Hey, who don't turn back to the Lord? Who put off the day of the Lord? Says another 1,000 years from now, they tarrying. They want to turn back to the Lord on their own time, at their own pace.
What makes sense for them?
Yeah, maybe next year when they got an open schedule, and this gonna be y'all fate as well. Hey, those who win the truth will fall out. Hey, this gonna be everything we just read. And you gonna die the death of Esau.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13. And it reads, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
See, who despises the word shall be destroyed.
Yes, sir.
See that? We know Esau gonna be destroyed already, so it can't be talking about him. This talking about 2/3 of Israel. He's gonna get that middle section. Okay. Yep.
All right, jumping back to the beginning scripture, 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 14. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
See, a Christian to read that, they get butterflies in their stomach. They start smiling.
We gonna be spotted blameless
Yeah, we're gonna be finding him in peace.
and all white.
Okay, to be finding him in peace, what do you think that means? How's the Lord coming? Hey, we done covered that. But it said be diligent that you may be finding him in peace. A Christian is anything but diligent.
Right.
Hey, none of you Christians are diligent. Now, we gonna get into that word diligent.
And also, you think that you should raise the question, but what if you don't be found to him in peace?
Right.
What's the opposite of peace?
What's the, well, yeah.
Chaotic.
Yep.
That's the brother's name.
Yep. War, the sword, fire. Now, we gonna get this word diligent, because that's what this is all about. All right. Let's see.
I got. Oh no, you got it. I got
Okay.
what we got.
So we got this word diligent. When we go to this word diligent, one thing it says to make haste. Now when I look up this word haste, it says excessive speed or urgency of movement or action. So to be diligent, it requires action. This don't mean you honor the Lord with your lips. The Lord knows your heart. This ain't got nothing to do with that. You have faith, you believe. No, this is about action. Being diligent, that's an action word. But by action that comes with a sense of urgency. So you taking proper action, not on your own time, but taking proper action while you can.
I got having or showing care and consistency in one's work or duties.
Hey, work is an action word. Duty is an action word. So the Lord said, be diligent.
It says hard work.
Yep, hard working. They don't say hard faith. And then we already know the book of James say, you show your works by your faith. By works is a man justified and not faith alone. That works, that's going to be those who gave all diligence.
Intent, careful, intent, driven, committed, active, tireless.
Yep. Yeah, that's being diligent. You know, who's looking up that was the word haste or diligent. See, that's that word diligent, and I got haste. How y'all doing?
We've been about 3 years.
You talking about Boomer Jackson, Louisville? Man, I don't even live here, so I can't really like give you directions.
You'd be better off going to this. Ask him, he's a driver. He probably know.
Oh, right.
Ask him. Ask him. Ask him.
All right, let's keep going. Right. So, we looking up this word.
Haste.
Yep, haste. The brother went to the word diligent. Look at that word haste. It gives you a sense of time. That's why he said urgency. Now, when I go to the Strong's definition for this word diligent, it says to make effort. The brother went into that with the word diligent. Hard working, action, active. Now, this is why we say you Christians ain't diligent. It literally says to labor, to study. So when it says be diligent, they should be finding him the peace. In other words, to study. Study. They should maybe finding him in peace. But we know what the word study means. Americans are so-called big on that.
Sorry, man, for interrupting.
No, it's all good. That's why we out here.
All right, so I've been like 3 years seeing you doing what you do.
Oh, yeah,
And I
yeah.
just want to say like you guys are awesome, and I want to have like you guys. And the good thing that don't put the Bible in the foot. Sorry,
No, I know what you mean.
I'm a Muslim, but anyway, I just respect that. So anyway,
That's the bait. Hey, bro, you do see yourself on the sign, so what we got is the 12 tribe chart.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's the camera. Bad.
That's
So what we got here is the 12 tribes of Israel. This is what the world calls them today, the so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Latin American. And this would be who they would line up with in the scriptures.
okay.
So the Jews over there in the land of Israel right now, they are not the real people with
Yeah,
children.
definitely.
You
I know that.
Ethiopian?
No, I'm Egyptian.
Egyptian.
Like
okay.
next to Palestine, which is
Okay.
now they made it
okay.
Israel, but yeah.
And kind of some pictures to go. We got a lot more to go along with it. Artwork from that time to show you was actually those people.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. You searched about the people has like three. Sorry for saying my English is not
you're
very
good.
good. I'm
It's
just
all
trying.
good.
We can
so,
understand.
Yeah, so there's like 3 gods and stuff
The
like that.
Trinity.
Yeah. So in my old Egyptian was people wasn't like pray for God. They have like 3 gods, which is Ra, which is sun and stuff like that. So
Kinda
yeah,
like Christians say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
they take this from another culture, which is
You say-
something that I want to talk to.
Oh, Christians take that from is that what you're saying? The Trinity.
The
come from
Trinity was a part of
we know that's a lot
Egyptians
of Egyptians.
and more.
Okay.
It's not only Egyptians
Yeah.
and Yunan, which is Greece, and some other stuff. So
A
please,
lot
guys,
of religions use the same storyline.
yeah, definitely. If I'm at my work, so I want to talk to someone like you guys about it. Maybe you have this, so you could, change something.
You got a
to
phone on
something.
you?
Yeah, definitely, man.
Just let them come to one of your channels.
Yeah, for the channel, yeah. So I understand what you guys saying, and if I see anything is not right,
Hey, no,
so
thanks
I
for
could
sharing.
talk to you guys. Like,
Yeah.
so,
Hey, thanks for sharing that with us.
yeah. Huh?
Hey, thanks for sharing that with
Oh,
us.
yeah.
We're gonna make mention of that before we finish out. Just take a picture. That's my phone about to
Okay.
die.
All right. I talked to picture. This is the name of the channel.
Yep, 262 subscribers. So, yeah, Heart of David, 144 number 2.
All right. So can I after like I get to the channel and I have like my time watching you guys.
You can ask questions on the comment board. We'll
Comments,
see.
you can post links, share information.
Yeah, but you're gonna change that.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, you're good.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, like, cause you have like too many followers, so maybe someone else is gonna talk to you. But I want to see you on top.
They don't have, this is not popular with the people.
Yeah.
So when we can,
I'm gonna
people
make you
post
popular,
comments.
man. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gonna be no lot of people on there. When you put something, it ain't gonna be flooded with comments. When you put something on there, more than likely only we gonna see it. This is not a popular thing amongst people in this world. You know,
I know.
they rather be looking at booty shaking and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, I
rap
know, I
videos
know.
and stuff. So if you put something on there, we gotta know it came from you.
All right, man.
You know, no.
Appreciate you, and you guys are awesome. You have been about 3 years doing that.
Oh,
that's,
yeah. Diligent.
That's
Diligent.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Nice to meet you
Nice
too,
to
man.
meet
Thank you, bro. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah,
All right, good
welcome.
to see you.
All right, good to see you guys.
Yeah, it is. Hey, thank you, Al. Because I want to get these last few points out.
Oh yeah, what we?
So we was looking at this word diligent.
Oh yeah.
I looked at haste, and then when I go to this word diligent, we was getting Strong's definition. It says to labor and to study. So when it says give diligent, that you may be finding him in peace, hey, study. And that's why we say you Christians ain't diligent. No matter how many Sundays you go to church, no matter how many Wednesdays you have Bible study, because there ain't no studying happening. You're not growing in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yeah, we're supposed to be growing in this thing.
And this is the only walk of faith, the only group of individuals who use the Bible, who encourages others, like the brother said, don't take our words, read along with us.
Yeah.
Do your own reading. We look into the Greek, we look into the Hebrew. And lately, me and the brother been making that the focus of the lesson. Looking at similar words, looking at other words. And yeah, so to study. And see, Americans, they study everything else except this right here.
And before you go on, Slaki, for interrupting, this shows you that Christians don't read their Bible. How is it that we've been believing in Jesus Christ all our life and we never knew that us going to slave ships was in Deuteronomy?
Oh, right.
That's because we don't read our Bible.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. It is some Christians that do read their Bible, but until Yahweh Shem Yahushua opens up your mind and your ears and your heart and give you this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you just reading a book anyway. You just reading a book.
Yeah, that's
You know
what it
I'm
is
saying?
to the people.
You just reading a book.
Like it's a science book,
Yeah.
like it's a driver's training book. Hey, that's the first book. That's the first book a lot of Jakes read.
Yeah, yeah.
That wasn't shit in school,
Yeah.
but you saw them reading that driver's training book.
yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? When it come to this, everybody got it figured out. Ain't no study happen, but you will study everything else. And see, the brother was saying, I'm gonna make mention with the dude.
144 was on the, oh no, they said hell 144.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the guy that just got the jump.
Oh, okay. It might be,
Might be a Jake.
Hey, but he gave us a point how Christians speak about the Trinity, that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is all the same thing. Bro told us that come from the Egyptian culture.
Yeah.
Because I think he said, so correct me if I'm wrong, they got like 3 gods. That's kind of like one and the same. That come from Egypt.
Yeah.
This is spiritual Egypt. And I never knew that. I'm gonna read up on it to, you know.
Oh yeah. Actually it's hundreds of religions that took that same
concept.
Same concept.
And yeah, and then even we read the book of Maccabees, the Grecians, the Greeks, the white man, they was always meddling around in Egypt. So yeah, so he pretty much told you that you Christians that believe in that Trinity shit, you believe in Egyptian mythology, Egyptian religion. Got nothing to do with the scriptures. Now we're gonna get a few precepts to emphasize studying. Then we're gonna call it a day. Yeah.
All right, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 8, and it reads.
Oh, my bad. Oh, you got it.
Okay. My bad, Salaki. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 28. I did have 8.
Oh, okay,
The book
okay.
of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh thy power, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
I see that. The Lord said, be diligent, that you may be found in him in peace. Somewhere else to say, give all diligence to make your call in the election short. We know that word diligent is an action word, hard working. It goes into being hasty, meaning to do something with urgency. And simply diligent means to study. It means to labor. The Lord says, seek him 10 times more. What are you seeking? The understanding. And the scriptures say, with all thy getting, get understanding. The Lord simply wants you to read, study, to understand him. And doing that, when he bringing war to the earth, he's going to come to you in peace. That's simple.
All right. Still in the book of Baruch, chapter 4, reading on verse 29. For he hath brought these plagues upon you, shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation.
See that? And he bringing the plagues on us so we don't be condemned with the world.
Right,
He's
right.
bringing these plagues on you that you be mindful of the scourges and turn back to him. That you be like, man, something ain't right with us. We need to turn to the Lord. But yeah, that everlasting joy, what the brother said, the precept said, hey, that's coming to those that be diligent, that study, that seek him 10 times more. That is one of the Peters.
Peter chapter 2 and verse 9.
Okay.
That's cool. We can move on.
No, so it's great.
All right, this is the book of 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. And it reads, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
See that? And how's the Lord going to deliver us out of temptation? By being diligent. Hey, us, being involved with this here keeps us from a lot of temptation.
Making our
a lot of
bodies a
trouble.
living sacrifice.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Answering to the call, knowing that, we're going to have to go through all different types of hell on this side. You know what I'm saying? But still being of good cheer because we know, like we were talking about earlier before we went live, hey, this nightmare going to end eventually, So we just got to go through what we got to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like they say in the world, no ifs, ands, buts about it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all about to me, I was trying to say we got to go through, hey, so be it, But the Lord doing it to preserve us. You know what I'm saying? Because if we had everything we wanted, we got everything to go our way, you know what I'm saying? We had no stress, no worries or none of that.
Will we be here?
We wouldn't even be here, man.
If we made $10,000 a week, hey, will we be here? I'd have been finished a long time ago.
And I always used to wonder why when I got those high-paying jobs, I'm talking about high-paying jobs, man. Make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month. I always used to wonder, like, when I get my hands on those jobs, how come something always happens? But the water Yahweh Bashimi outside for letting your will be done, because Yahweh Bashimi outside saving us from the things that we don't even know about, man. You get pulled into this world, man. Look at the singer D'Angelo, that just passed away. How is it that Jake want to be in the music industry so bad, but oftentimes when they get into the music industry, they disappear.
Young,
You know what I'm saying? Before they perish, you hear from them for a while. Because when you get up into all those things that you really wanted, you realize ain't nothing good waiting on you, man. That ain't what Yahweh Bashimi Awashai intended for you to have, but hey, that was your lot to walk in. So, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of brothers in this truth that could have been a lot of things in this world. You know what I'm saying? Had all type of professions they let go because, hey man, it was for the greater good. the greater good. I think I got a better chance of making it on one of those cherries, living a normal life, opposed to, you know what I'm saying, making $120,000 a year, driving all the cars I want, living in the neighborhoods that I would like to live in. I think I got a better chance right here being out here, man. But why do y'all about to see me outside? Lord, we willing, we be a part of that number, you know? I think I'm gonna ride this right. I think I'm gonna ride the simple life out, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna ride it out.
Because we're able to be diligent, because we ain't got all them extra distractions and luxuries and pleasures. Able to be diligent means we able to study. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I think Book of Sirach say, wisdom come by opportunity and leisure.
Okay.
So leisure go to like downtime, free time. You got to make opportunity for this here.
Yeah.
And if we had everything we wanted, we wouldn't have leisure time or make opportunity to get involved with this here. Yeah, definitely the water you have got some outside. Because the Lord not is telling you to be diligent and study and seek the understanding just so you can be smarter in America. It's to bring you up out of this. And the scriptures say wisdom bring us to a kingdom. So the Lord is building your mind up, giving you all this understanding and wisdom to rule the universe under his son Yahweh Shah.
He ain't got you on this path for his good. He got you on this path for your good.
Oh, right.
Your household.
Yeah.
Jump into Isaiah. Next precept is coming from Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Seek the Lord while he is found. Seek the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Study while he may be found. So to being diligent, it means to act now. Study now. Seek the Lord now. You could be a badass studier. You could be hella book smart. But if you plan on seeking the Lord in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding next year or 6 months from now, then you're not diligent. You got the baddest study skills in the world. But if you're not doing it now, you're not diligent. And if, so, and that's why you go into that word diligent. The word haste came up. It says to take action with urgency. Meaning there's a time limit on it. Meaning you ain't got all day, you ain't got forever to seek the Lord.
Not off day to day.
Yep.
Next precept is coming from the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 4, verse 28. And it reads, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Strive for the truth. Seek the truth. Seek the Lord. Seek the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. What it say unto death? It means for the rest of your life. This ain't just a side mission. Because see, that's what it is to the world right now. This looks like a side mission that ain't cool enough. Like it's a side hustle. It's a side gig. Like it's a hobby. And the side mission gonna become the main mission. That's what the people gonna find out. That it's been about this the whole time.
Entire time.
And the Lord said, strive for the truth unto death. Something about that we be defended. Why we need to be defended? Because look how we coming. And the only one who can defend you from the Lord is himself.
Exactly.
So yeah. That's hey, that's the lesson. That you may be finding him in peace. But like the dude say, he's been sitting us out here for 3 years. I'm gonna throw that word diligent in the title too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it, hey, be diligent, seek the Lord, study while you can, that you may be defended when these troubles come. So that's it. I thank everybody that tuned in and will tune in. We already facing the east, so let's give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders of GMS who taught us this truth. Shalom to the brother Ywanathan Bakar. Hey.
Y'all about to now shop rocket
Yeah, how about you on Shabbat And yeah, till next time, Shalom.